I came in the live and I said, what is going on? And Bougie's like, Dora, have you really missed the first part of the fucking morning? And I'm like, yeah, because I haven't been on. What is going on? And in that moment, that is when I learned what happened. And I immediately went over to the Facebook post. I immediately looked at the Facebook post. I immediately looked at. And I'm not happy about it.
I want to be Dora's, I don't know.
Listening
But
to
she
Dora's
did not know
live.
that because I was in that live when she came in.
So
And she said, what is going on?
I caught part of Megan's live, okay? They're still trying to, now they're trying to blow holes in the police report of the store down in Florida, trying to find any reason that they can try to justify that Mike didn't commit the robbery. I mean, this is out of effing control.
He said he was going to the con show or something.
Which is not until the end of the month. If you did any
I don't fucking know.
If you did any research.
I have no idea anything about no fucking Pokemon cards.
Oh, really?
I don't get into that shit.
Oh, my God.
I drowned it out whenever they talk about it.
Did Megan really say in her live that I was trying to destroy Florida Man? Like, is that like a direct quote?
Contessa, because I assume that is going to be submitted for discovery. That'll be.
Isn't it funny how they'll take the time to look at every single police report and try to, count out a police affidavit, okay? A police affidavit. But they won't do any research on whether or not Florida Man actually showed the cards.
Your husband has magic cards? I don't even know what they are. What is a magic card? Is that like a series of Pokemon?
I'm a huge nerd. But my house is full of these things that I don't even know what the hell they do.
He's been bragging about it. He's less reports. She blacked out the section where she and Mike had been, fooling around. She didn't want to put that information out there. Okay, so what does Bougie do? Bougie puts the information out there, which makes Mike look like a liar because he is. Okay, embarrasses Meg, which, I think that would embarrass anybody. So he was there. He admitted he was there, but he didn't steal the stuff. Just, ironically, how it was within a month of this robbery down in Florida, which is what they're saying. They're not believing it 100%.
Well, I have a question. Last night, Bougie was showing a screenshot trying to pick apart the time frames that Florida Man was at Meg's house. She was showing screenshots from what looked to be Florida Man's Life 360 or some type of similar app that tracks his locations by date and time. So she was showing, I don't know, like time frames for the beginning of June when apparently he arrived at Meg's house. I would like to know why she doesn't show the screenshots of that location app of his for where he was during the time frame that the business was robbed in Florida. Why don't she show those time frames and the addresses that he was at during that time frame?
Because she won't, because it's going to incriminate him. And you know what? That's actually a good idea, Scam. You know what? Maybe the police department in Florida should know that she's got all of his locations. Exactly. And there's a video of her saying, nobody talk about where Florida Man is now, where he's going. Nobody say anything on here. Interesting.
Yeah, she wants to pick apart and show the screenshots of when he was in, at Meg's house. But why don't she show the screenshots of where he was during all those days and times in Florida over that time frame, just like a week ago?
Yep. Hey, tell me something, Scam Slim. I didn't see your answer in the chat. Was Megan really saying that I'm trying to destroy Florida Man? Do you know that for a fact?
That's what I was. No, that's what I was told. I wasn't listening to it. Maybe there's others here in the chat that can confirm that. Up, they're saying yup. So
Wow. So, like when he was a teenager and he started committing crimes, I was behind that. And I was behind all of his crimes that he's committed, including the most recent ones. So that's destroying his life, not the fact that he's committed all of these crimes and committed all of this shitty stuff on TikTok. But that I'm trying to destroy his life. You know what? I'm telling you. The more people talk, the more you realize just how not very bright these people are. Okay? I mean, that is like could be the dumbest comment I have ever heard anybody say on a live.
I trashed all that shit. I don't
Jesus.
Shit. I don't even know
he's
what
actively doing things to destroy his own life and destroy the lives of others, and he's dragging all of them down right along with him, and he's sitting somewhere laughing at it, laughing at all of them, because now he's not on the app and they're getting a bunch of heat for it, and I'm sure he is getting pleasure out of it and loving it because he does not give a crap about any of them.
And piggybacking on that scam, the video that I made yesterday, which is 100% accurate, I hope none of these people have told him anything that they've done that could be questionable, whether it was maybe criminal in nature or anything like that, because you know damn well he cares about himself and himself only. And if he has any leverage where he can give any information out on anybody to try to get any jail time that he's going to get, cut back time on it, he will give that information out to the police in a heartbeat to save his own ass. And I guarantee
if he gets questioned, if he gets questioned about things that were done in other people's live streams, let's say, and whether any of those things were, criminal in nature or anything like that, he's going to blame it on them. He's going to be like, it wasn't in my live stream. It was theirs. That they're the ones that hosted the live, or they're the ones that, encouraged me to show that stuff. And you know what I mean? He'll come up with anything and throw them under the bus and say that was them showing it. I didn't show that.
She knew I was going to dox people. I said I was going to dox people. It's not my fault that she let me in her box to tell everybody these people's addresses and their Yep.
I fully understand that Voices wants that narrative out there because she doesn't like us. And quite frankly, I don't give a fuck if she likes me or she don't like me. I could give two fucks less. But what I'm saying is you're wanting people to go along with the narrative that Smash, myself, and many others knew that he was going to go rob a store.
Yeah, bullshit.
No, but I can guarantee you nobody knew that.
I talk to these people every day, and I couldn't tell you
nobody knew that.
do tomorrow.
I can say that because he wouldn't tell people, right? Oh, by the way, I'm going to go rob a store. And I don't think anybody's alleging that.
It's just because you don't like a person, you don't put that narrative out there, and you don't put that narrative for people to think that or run with that in a sense that, oh, they knew all about it. Huh?
Don't put false jackets on people.
That guy can just shut all the way up over there. I don't know who that person is, Mitchell. He can just take a effing chair in the back row.
All right, Sweet.
We all did.
I'll give you my number.
AJ, I admit that's wrong because, let's face it.
Now that one, Voices, I can say
there's
that
no
if you
way.
keep reaching that far,
There's no way Florida man would have told them ahead of time.
Because you reaching far on that one.
But this is the thing.
You to stretch.
They've seen the police reports. They know his past, but they're still not coming out and saying that he's guilty of it. I've heard we're very disappointed in him. We're very angry with him.
I don't know why they are picking apart Meg, her story, and the police report and asking, questioning all these different things, but yet they have not questioned him not one bit out of one one iota of anything that he said about the incident. Not one thing.
But you know what they'll say? They'll say, "Oh, well, we talked to him on it, off the app." You do everything else on the app when you're calling people out. When you called Megs out, why don't you, bring him in a box and ask him about it? Oh, we talked to him off the app. Well, you know what? If that's the way you're going to do it, then don't bring any of this shit up on the app. Bring it off the app.
Y'all, if you're sending up some good positive vibes, could you send them out to Breezy? Hopefully she's gonna get
It is
out
me
today.
too, Violet. It truthfully is me too.
Yes, Violet. And I.
So I heard that Breezy was live with Skittles and Cassandra this morning. There was shit happening there.
Actually not. There was a lot of
good stuff.
Conversations.
Yeah. A lot of good
things
stuff.
were getting worked out.
Yeah, they were.
And then they weren't.
No, I had to drop and leave because I was triggered in there.
Oh, God.
First.
Jesus. What happened to a society where when somebody goes to the police and they, they report a crime that happened to them and, they give a statement and it's a sworn statement and they have camera footage and they have, license plate numbers and they have a picture of a van and a picture of a person and all that. Where have we come to in this society where people don't believe that stuff anymore? I could see Mike though. This would be his deflection. Okay, his deflection will be something like this. Oh, well, yeah, I was at the store. The owner knew I was there. I was helping him move some stuff to get ready for his next show. And, now he's blaming me on this, even though I had this stuff because he told me to hold on to it. That sounds like, and you know what? If he said that, these people would believe it. That's the sad part.
Help me, broken. Who else?
Leslie,
yes.
even Cassandra got up there, and it was a calm conversation.
Leslie definitely was trying really hard to get this in Cassandra's head. Sadly, I don't know.
Exactly, Pastor Petty of Lies. I'm not going to sit here and make a judgment.
It looked like he had a key, but he didn't because he broke a window to get in.
I know everything about the case because I don't.
So why don't you look it up, Dora?
I don't know anything other than what I've seen on Facebook and the affidavit.
It's not an affidavit.
The affidavit states that he was positively identified with the tag number that is on the back of the vehicle.
Skills asked me last night, Brianna, if you were after. I just said my government name. She said if you were in the court and you had FM, would you still? I said, you know what? I can't say that because I still like him.
Jesus. It's me, Breezy.
So just because he might have facts like that in front of me, it doesn't mean I feel any less of friends for him.
Wow.
I still worry about him. I still care about him.
Wow.
And I'll still be here for him.
It's me, Breezy, by the way.
And that's you. That's other people's opinions.
Exactly.
Wow. Jesus. Tell me
I can't sit here.
Tell me that you don't have. Tell me that you don't have a conscience or any or no morals by telling me you don't have any conscience or.
Well, this kind of isn't the past, Breezy.
I know. We're present. But in general, is what I was trying to say.
But I just
Guys, hold on a minute, please. I gotta check something.
If you guys found out the same fucking. Wrong. But apparently I knew him. I knew that he was going to go there and rob the place.
Was you like getting an email, like an error mail?
Okay, I'm gonna stream this. I got to run downstairs and help my father-in-law for a minute. Hold
Florida
on.
man.
Right. He has to face the consequences of his actions. That wasn't me, that man. That wasn't me pressuring him to go into any building. That wasn't me knowing anything because I just found out.
And that's exactly what broke in and all of us was trying to say just last night. We don't know any more facts or anything.
Yeah, we don't have the inside scoop. Like, again, we know what you know. We've seen what you've seen. In fact,
yes, the only thing that I have seen is the affidavit, and I have seen.
She's got to stop saying affidavit.
That's all I have seen. I don't have any kind of secretive information or side information or.
She has access.
From Florida man, I know nothing.
She has access to everything we've seen. Okay. She's had access to everything we've seen.
Secret brainwaves.
Right, I'm supposed to allegedly know all about it.
We aren't the judge and jury here. That was my statement last night, Karma. There is a judge and jury for that, and it's not a TikTok.
Thank you, Margaret.
13 votes for the I don't watch her, so I don't know. What I saw was the affidavit where it was
affidavit. It's not an affidavit.
I have
Jesus.
a copy of that. I have seen it. I have read it, and I'll be quite frankly.
Didn't she get her PI license?
A couple of times.
I think she got her PI license and affidavit. Come on,
this
folks.
Play out in my head because when I was reading it, I'm like, holy fuck! Okay, this is what we're reading. So when I'm reading it, it lists the items that were. It doesn't list the items it was taken. It lists the amount. However, I'm not in denial that it's not Florida man because it obviously is, and there is a positive identification using law enforcement. Right?
Finally,
it says it. It says it in the police article. And
the store verified.
And pretend like, oh, well, I don't think this was him. We don't know this. We don't know that. According to everything that I have seen, it 100% is him. And I'm not going to to deny that or try to discredit that. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, no, I don't think this happened. I don't really think that, this. Would it put it
right?
Have I always said I would not put it past him? Yes, 100%. The man fucking walked in an open Walmart and stole a claw machine.
Okay, now let's.
I think you of all people
let me
have said that.
That it is their stuff. That it is their stuff.
There is,
and the items he was showing, they still have the price tags on that are his price tag.
So the Facebook post, I think what that was they were trying to kind of maybe see if the public knew so that they could let the police know that this is the person that committed the crime. This is who they alleged to believe that it is.
Wrong.
This is how this happens. It happens all the time like that.
Okay.
So then, because they put out the footage of him getting out of the van, walking up. They also put the footage out of him being at the door. I don't think they're really going to put out the stuff being carried out.
Exactly. Because that's the evidence.
That is a part of discovery. They're not going to give you everything that they have on the first day when they're asking for assistance because that is discovery. It's an ongoing investigation.
Bingo. That's correct.
Plus, wouldn't that give, if they put out, pictures of him carrying the stuff out, wouldn't that give him an idea of what they got? He could go in.
He knows what they have. Crazy. He was there.
Long blonde hair that day. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
Right. They're not going to give you everything.
I swear to God.
Because
I lose brain cells listening to these people.
Today, they posted that they need assistance with needing photos from inside of the store. You know why? Because that is being collected for the police. It's an ongoing investigation. They're going to ask the public if you may have pictures of anything that you have taken in the store, can you please message us? Because that is a part of discovery. That is a part of discovery, and that is their defense as well for court to say, hey, okay, this is what I had in my store that day.
Okay, now let's answer this question for me. And, let's use our critical thinking skills. Who goes into a store and takes pictures of the store when you go shopping? Like, what person in public would have pictures of inside of a store? I mean, unless they posted something new, what the owner wanted was if anybody gave them cards that they had sold to them or they had that they were going to sell for the person, to contact them and let them know what it was, because they were trying to come up with, a ballpark estimate of what they lost.
Honey Badger, we all have lots of questions. I have a lot of questions. If I can argue with that man for 4 fucking hours over a goddamn plane ticket, I don't have a lot.
No, this is regarding the Pokemon cards that he stole from a business in Florida.
But I do have a lot of questions.
Like what? Like, why do you keep doing this shit, Florida man? You're hurting innocent people. You're hurting their lives.
They're not going to tell you everything that they know.
You're hurting somebody's livelihood. Somebody could lose their house since they're not making. Is that what you're going to ask them? Are you going to ask them, Florida man, you need to stop doing this shit? Because if you do, I'm not going to even be near you anymore because this is disgusting. Are those the things you're going to talk about?
Yes, he is at work.
Dorothy, get your nephew. He's getting on my last nerve.
Yes, this is live right now.
But to run with the allegations that Smash or myself knew that he was robbing a store is fucking wild.
And to clarify, I am not running with that allegation.
For Smash. That is for Smash to speak, but I don't fucking know that anybody's gonna do what they fucking do, right?
Hey, I'm not really here to commentate on Florida Man much, but Scammyclaus, you have Mike G, who probably is also Shannon, that scammed money from a person who was in hospice, in your chat, hyping you up right now.
What? Who is it?
Can he, they, she, her, whoever the fuck is on that account right now, can they pay Andrew back the almost
where is she?
Plus that they stole from a person who was in hospice that they specifically scammed the money from?
Mike G?
Because we're still waiting on that to happen.
Hey,
I believe.
Hey, Mallory, I have an idea. How about you
doing illegal things?
Oh my God.
Pay Andrew his money back, Shannon and Mike G, and stop acting like you didn't scam people yourself. Scammyclaus, again, they're in your chat. Jekyll.
How the hell am I supposed to know that, Mallory?
Definitely over there hyping you up right now.
Hyping me up?
Again, they stole money from a hospice patient. So I don't think we can argue morality or ethics right now.
No, the difference is, you moron, is that I didn't know they were in there. Yet you've sat in a box with Florida Man. So make that make sense, Mallory. I'm trying to find the person who is what you're talking about. I've gone off on Shannon for taking that money. So shut the hell up to try to make it like I agree with it. Jackass.
Oh.
My God. Well, I'll tell you.
That is a very good point, though.
I'm defending you're saying I'm defending Shannon, even though I've talked about it at length about what she did and how wrong it is. I'm telling you, these people are like 10 fries short of a Happy Meal, all of them. Jesus. Oh my God. I'll tell you, keep going after me with stupid things, because every time it freaking backfires in your faces. Come on. You were talking to Florida Man in a Box, Mallory, right? A couple days ago? Why don't you talk about that rather than the fact that there's somebody who I don't even know on a burner in my, what a moron. Jesus.
Yeah, you're being filtered, Smash. But I just don't think that Voices or anybody, because somebody said Scammyclaus and Voices was putting out there that we knew about it.
No! When did I say that? I just said I don't think there's
Smash?
any way. Oh my God, I'll tell you. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Yeah, Broken can check. I have no idea how to check.
Unbelievable. She does know me more than that. She knows me better than that. I mean, it's funny how she brings that up now after I just said 25 minutes ago. No, Florida Man would have never told them what he was going to do. He would have never told them that he was going to rob. But yet, that's what I'm saying. Jesus.
But somebody did say that that I guess somebody in the comments over in Megan's live had said that Scammy and Voices was saying that we knew about it.
Who the hell is Voices? Who the hell is Voices?
And then again, when I asked for a receipt of it, that I knew anything, that he had told me anything, and I responded with, oh, it's okay to go ahead and rob a store.
Ay.
Yeah. Voices then said she didn't have a receipt of that.
You know, I'm telling you, these fucking people.
Hey, I didn't watch.
Who just.
Well, they're accusing. How did she even Smash? They're saying that me and you knew he was going to rob that store, and he did.
Jesus.
Like, how did she even come up with that? Like, us too? Like, I guess I'm not understanding, like,
I've been on for about 40 minutes.
Like, she just, like, had a dream about it or something? And
tell the truth, I haven't watched Scammyclaus. I'm just saying.
Exactly, but you're throwing me out there like I said something, Dora.
She's crazy.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, Voices put it out there that she had a picture of me, you, and him up with jail cells and said that we knew that he was going to commit the crime.
And how did my name get thrown in there, Dora?
Thank you, and yes, I'm fine, guys.
Assumption. She assumed that we did, and then when I asked for a receipt of that, she didn't have it.
Of course not, because it's not
I'm
true.
telling you, what the hell has happened to her?
I just figured it out.
What the hell?
How she got you guys' names.
How the hell?
She put
What the hell happened to
names
her?
in a hat, and y'all's names came up.
Do you remember?
Your guys'
Do you remember when Dora used to do awareness and everything was based on a receipt before she said anything? Remember that?
Maybe.
She wouldn't say anything until she knew about it.
Maybe.
Jesus.
Well, I went over there in Voices. I went over in Voices, and I got blocked for trying to, tell her to take your all's pictures down. You want to put his picture up there? That whatever, But these people didn't do shit.
Yes, exactly. Like you think that that anybody knew anything, that he was going to do anything. Nobody knew.
Oh, Megan. So, Megan, tell me something, Megan. You're saying that I am trying to destroy FM's life, huh? Really? What is my problem with you? Oh, okay. How about we make a joke? A joke about Florida Man stealing more cards from a vending machine that your daughter's significant other sets up. Ha ha ha, don't tell Florida Man about that. He might want to steal him. Really? You think that's effing funny? And like I said, why don't you go down to that business in Florida and make that same joke? And let's see how much. It's a joke? Really? Well, then you have the absolute worst fucking timing for a joke. This isn't funny. I would love to see your house robbed. I know your business isn't that big, but if you had a big business, all your shit robbed, and let's make some jokes about it. You want to do that? I'm telling you, you guys have zero conscience. Zero. Zero. And then you're saying that I'm trying to destroy Florida man's life? Is that what you said? Were those your words, Meg? Because I want to make sure those were your words. Oh, you said, so I am trying to destroy Florida man's life. So are you telling me that I was there when he was a teenager and started collecting his rap sheet? Really? I told him to do all these crimes, that some of them he has warrants out on, some of them he was found guilty, some of them he didn't even show up in court. All the harassing that he's done, the POs he has, the warrants that are out now, that's my fault, huh, Meg? Your critical thinking skills are lacking, my friend. Yeah, you're laughing too. You know what, Meg? Go back over to the swamp of sewage that you hang with, because you're a piece of trash. I blocked her. I don't want her shit to stink up my live. I'm telling you. And watch, right? This is what will happen. Now she's going to go into Dora's live.
He is and what he does. I only know what he states on the fucking app. I don't know anything personal. I don't know anything.
She's disgusting.
No big,
she's disgusting. I mean, should we go through the shit that she's done on this app? I mean, I'm not going to, because she's just not relevant. But for her to be so stupid as to think that he's not destroying his life, others are. Shut the fuck.
I'm currently printing you a 3D play microphone for you to sing into for your little birthday, songs that you do, so that you don't have to use.
From what I heard, and I don't have verification of this, but I heard that did he delete all of his Discords? Somebody told me he deleted his Discords. There's nothing funny about making fun of somebody stealing things after he did the same exact thing to a family business and stole over $50,000. There's nothing funny about that. There's nothing ever funny about that. This is the crap, though. This is the crap. This is the crappy people, though, who are on TikTok. Morally bankrupt, ethically challenged. These are the people. And it's absolutely blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind that people think like that.
Overloadingly shit herself to death. Let's be real.
The beginning of July, there are pictures and video of Florida man breaking into a business in Florida, stealing merchandise over $50,000. There's a warrant out for his arrest. The warrant is good for extradition. And there's people on here that are still trying to blow holes in, as they say, Alpha David, in the affidavit where this business owner posted about it, posted on his Facebook page about it. And we also have the Alpha David, otherwise known as an affidavit, that Megs wrote out about him robbing the place she was staying about a month earlier than that. But they're not believing an Alpha David. They are trying to blow holes in both of these Alpha Davids, and even making points of saying that, I mean, they're not, but I'm making fun. Oh, well, that comma's not in the right place, so that's not a correct sentence, so that doesn't count. I mean, shut all the way up.
as you heard, like I even said in the comments the other night when somebody's mom was contacted, I said, "Are you fucking kidding me? Don't do this shit." And he says, "I hear your opinions, but I don't give a fuck."
Well, you know what? If I had a friend that was doing sketchy shit and I gave my opinion saying, you know what, you probably shouldn't do that,
That
and
is
they
his
say,
shit,
I don't give a fuck, I'd be
not
like,
our
see
shit.
you, buddy. I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Hi, beautiful Jenny.
Spicy mayo.
Yep, Tracy, exact.
Chilling with them and you're okay with it. Or you find your balls that are hidden in your underwear somewhere and you say, you know what? I can't morally deal with this anymore. You're doing shitty stuff and I don't want to be around it. Those are your two choices. You have choices.
He does whatever the fuck he's gonna do, and that's on him.
If they were
They're
not
going to keep saying
denouncing
that
him,
all the time.
you know, they
They're
didn't
going to keep
denounce him
saying,
while it
oh,
was going on. In fact, there would be people in the boxes saying how much they, and in the chat saying how much they love Florida Man
Facts, Mama
as he
Moo.
was actively doxing people.
and let's say
Son of a
this.
biscuit eater.
Let's say this, okay? Let me put this out there. Let's say, for instance, they find a police report about me, which, by the way, you won't. But let's say they find a police report about me that I broke into a building and I stole $50,000 worth of merchandise. And there were pictures of me. And my car was there. And somebody says, yep, that's the car. I've seen her before. I've seen her driving it. And they read, you really think they are going to go as far as they are trying to prove that I didn't do it? F no. They will be on live for 12 hours straight talking about what a terrible person Scammyclaus is. She robbed that poor family in Florida. They probably have a family that they can't feed now. So Scammy took food forever. Ever.
I gotta pick up the phone and talk to him and be like, "Hey, where'd you get that money today?" I don't know.
Yeah, why don't you ask him where he got that money. Sorry, I got to kick out of here. Ask him where he got that money to donate to the GoFundMe.
Income? I
Ask him
don't
that.
know.
Why are they asking him all these questions and pick out how close they are with Florida Man and he's our friend and all that? Now all of a sudden they're not close with him and they're not friends with him?
You realize that, right?
Oh.
We were chat last night.
From what I understand, Rem and T had a falling out. I don't really know what happened.
I love it. Do you guys remember T's live last night when it was called the Alpha David?
Keep it cutesy, 13. Hey, Night Shift, welcome.
That's just
Yes,
like the.
I'm right. She thinks that's how I really say it. So I started saying that yesterday.
Oh, she's saying the Alpha David thing was a joke. Okay, point made. Okay, so somebody asked about the money for the GoFundMe. Okay, so let's look at this from let's think about this, okay? This dude, if he has a job, he does door dashing, okay? He travels all around the country doing stuff, obviously criminal stuff, as we found, okay? He has to pay a ton of gas. He's had to buy parts for his vehicle. And it just so happened that he stole $50,000 worth of merchandise. And then 2 weeks later, a week and a half later, all of a sudden he donates $845 to a GoFundMe. And when he donated to the GoFundMe, he started talking about all the good stuff he's done in his community to try to deflect from the fact that he's the POS. And he always does that. Whenever he always says, "Oh, everybody hears the bad about me, but they don't hear about the good." And I've pointed the stuff that he flexes about that he does good. He said, "Oh, well, I sold hot dogs and soda to people in the community for really cheap." He did that because he was pissed that vendors around him were selling it for very expensive. So he didn't do it for the goodness of his own heart to that GoFundMe. Whatever they need at the end of it, I'm gonna match any donations for the next 12 hours. And then he makes that post of him donating $845. So you tell me where that money came from. Was it selling stuff that he stole from Meg's, or was it selling stuff that he stole from the card shop? That's what you can tell me. Or you know what? Maybe they should ask him.
Dear me, Mom. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Yep, and many more. Happy birthday, Alpha David. It was signed into effect.
We love you, Meemaw.
I can't even.
I have to fuck with me, Mom.
Right.
I also have, the comment that he made. I just want to let you know that he is still on here. He's not hiding. I mean, he's hiding, but he's hiding under the Scissors account. And as soon as I pointed that out in Meg's live, Megan's live, I got blocked.
Yep, of course.
So yeah, I just wanted to let you know, yes, I'm the problem. Scissors is me. It's on my page if you guys want to go see it, or Scammy if you want to play it right quick. And word of mouth is that Bougie knows his exact whereabouts, and right now he's in a hospital.
I'm sure he is, because Bougie knows where he is every minute of the day, because she can track him where he is, or he sends her his locations. She knows where he is. She said last night, 13, in a live, don't say anything about where he is. Don't say anything about where he's going. I think so too. Scam.
Also, Scam, I'm actually in the middle of phone calls with every hospital around Indiana. And also, I do want to clarify one thing. I spoke with the victims this morning. I have that proof as well. I told them that it would be wise if they brought, the heat on Matthew Slater, because he was aware that Mike was selling stolen property in his store.
Right. And let's be clear about something. Matthew Slater was one of the people involved in the stealing of the magic cards. Correct?
Yes, absolutely. And the same man that, they want to sit there earlier today in Megan's live again. Bougie had stated Mike took all of that blame for that theft, the racketeering blame.
Yep.
No, he did not. Scammy, can you fill everybody in on what he actually did?
Well, from what I heard him saying alive, he pled guilty to it, and he said nobody else was involved in it. It was only me. And he said that because if there were more people involved, he could have gotten a racketeering charge. But if it was only him involved, he wouldn't be charged with racketeering. So he lied to a judge.
Yes. It was a selfish move, correct?
Correct. It was for him. He didn't do it for the benefit of the other two people. He did it for himself.
They're trying to twist it as of right now. They're trying to twist it and say that he did it to benefit them. No, he did not, because they would have gotten charged, all of them, absolutely, but a lot of time. Now, if he said that he only did it, then of course he could finagle his way out of it, right?
Right. Well, again, he did it because he wanted that racketeering charge dropped. That's it.
Crazy, weird behavior, y'all. I
can't say for sure, but I'd have to go back and listen to T's live from last.
Oh, hold on a minute. I just scrolled out. Hold on.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw you off.
No, that's fine. That's
So it's
fine.
weird to have somebody's location info on the
Well,
on this
so
app.
did somebody say last night that Stephanie and Bubbles said also they had his location. So
because he's being stalked.
Weird.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's so
He's
weird.
being
That is
so
such
Dead ass
weird
being stalked,
behavior.
but then some random person on here is saying he is a serial stalker and a known thief. I bet you I can tell you who that one is.
Of course.
Oh my
But
God.
this one really is a fake page, so possibly. At least that person was smart enough to make a fake Facebook
So if the
page.
police are after them, if the police are looking for him and after him, does that mean the police are stalking him? Just to double check there, Mitchell. And does he have who is stalking him? And why are they stalking him? I still haven't heard that.
For you as well. So thank you.
Hey, Mima.
Happy birthday, Mima.
Happy birthday, love. And hey, how's that gummy?
You didn't say click.
How's that gummy hitting?
I swear to God,
Are you
these
to the
people, I don't know what happened.
Happy birthday to you.
I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know what happened to some people on this app. The change that has happened is unbelievable.
I personally don't know anything about no children on no Facebook page. I don't know anything about that.
I don't know.
I agree with that, Lana.
So, hold up, because I'm reading these comments and I'm just floored right now for the ones
You
that
see what I mean,
for the
Bradley?
ones that say they don't stalk him, but yet y'all calling every hospital looking for him.
For the police to
Not
get him,
only
yeah.
that, but did you see the
Weird.
photo that
Shame
was
on you.
posted?
For the police?
It's a personal photo of either grabbed off of a Facebook or someone took a picture of it.
What are they talking about?
That's such weird behavior, y'all.
This
Like,
What are they
is
talking about?
beyond sick.
Beyond
Sick.
Beyond
Beyond sick.
What are they? Who are they
like,
talking
I
about?
love and care about a lot of y'all, but I am.
Took. This is just Yu-Gi-Oh! I believe in Pokemon cards.
Yep. Yep.
He also left the price tags
Yep.
on the Pokemon cards,
Yep.
which is sick.
Yep.
And I did want to answer one question. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. So somebody asked, I think it was It's Me and Duck. They asked me if I helped him rob storage unit. No, I did not. What he asked me in Florida, in Castleberry, Florida, on 436, he had a storage unit. I was standing over by the car and looking at my phone, and he said, "Hey, do me a favor, look around for cameras." And I just looked at him, and then I went back to my phone. I wasn't going to do it, so he asked me again. So I said, "Yeah, sure." And I walked around, so he couldn't really ask me anything. I also took my device off, so if he did ask me again, I didn't hear him. So no, I've never, ever helped that man do anything illegal. Ever. I promise on all things I love. No.
I just need to ask. I have a question for 50.
I'm not stating my opinion because I don't know
What's up?
what happened.
50?
Yes, ma'am.
Did Mima tell you our secret?
What, that she took a gummy?
Hi, tequila.
We already had to take one. Her blood pressure and mine are up in the air.
Hey, Breeze.
Hey, Scammy. One thing that's bugged me is, and they pointed it out earlier, they don't know him.
Right.
They only know what he portrays himself as online. And that used to be well-known internet safety. Like, you don't know who people are, don't trust anybody online. But every person, from what I can tell, that has met him online or in person and has known him as a person has come out and said he is a terrible person.
Yep.
Every person.
Yep. I've heard that.
You don't know this man, But the people who do are telling you he is a piece of shit. So why? That's what it kills me. It's like every person who knows him personally or has met him in person is saying he's terrible. He's awful. You admit you don't know him. You only know what he portrays online. So why do women especially not believe other women who are telling them, "Hey, this man is awful. He's a piece of crap. He is an abuser. He's harassing people." That's what I don't get. As a woman, I always believe other women victims. Um, I mean, unless there is something standing out in your face that shows you otherwise. But, as women, especially online, every day women get scammed online or meet somebody that think is one person and end up getting assaulted or whatever every day. And so it used to be known internet safety. You don't trust anyone online, especially a man that you don't know personally. But it's like everybody, all this whole group wants to trust him and believe him and he's a great guy when they don't know him. They just know what he portrays. I can portray anybody online.
Yeah.
I can say I'm rich and I give to the poor every day, and I can say all this stuff. It don't make it true. I don't have any proof of it.
Breeze, I'm convinced. I am convinced that the reason why people will support him, whether when people let him up in their boxes, when people talk to him and laugh it up with him, I'm convinced it's because some of these people have something to hide. And I'm convinced that they want somebody like Florida Man on their side. So if something comes out, he's going to do what he did with Bougie. And he is going to go 10 toes down for her. And he is going to defend. And they don't want somebody like that not on their side. And
Yeah.
this is the funny thing, if you're not with him, you're against him. Okay. Even if you're not against him, but if you don't agree with him, if you've said stuff about him, not even anything bad, just, calling him a criminal or stuff like that, you become a blip on the radar. And if any of the people that support him don't like you, yeah, that they use big words and they don't understand them.
Yeah. They're all about accountability for other people when they do something they don't like. And it's all a big hours long live, calling them out and stuff. But I've never seen them have a single live on him.
Yep. No, never. Never. I ask you guys this, or I tell you guys this, okay? Listen to these people. Listen to their lives. Listen to how they say things. Listen to what they say. Okay? Because everything that they say, everything that they call other people out on, they've been involved in it before. And by they, I mean any number of people. Any number of people. What they say somebody should be doing for accountability, they should be doing it. I mean, it's just you listen to it, and oh no, if he's in here, let him stay. That's fine. Did Dora get off live?
Scammy, right now, Snark is looking for me to harass me, and Bougie and her are in a live right now. Streaming us.
Cool.
I mean, Stark, I'm right here.
Oh, I think I have her ass blocked. I'm not sure.
I mean, Bougie's there, so to the both of them, I'm right here. Come have a conversation.
Listen. This is the thing, okay? These people are going to go around and they are going to try to take the conversation away from Florida Man about what he's done. Okay? They are going to throw everything. They're going to take the pile of shit that he shovels to them every day and they eat up, and they're going to throw it against the wall to see if it sticks. Okay? They're going to be doing this for the next number of days. 13's dreams. Did you threaten to call the hospital looking? Hair junkie, you know what? She said that, and you know what? I agree. I agree. Because you know
Want to
what?
try to help a victim find the criminal. I mean, I
I
don't
totally agree
understand
with
it.
it. I totally agree. He's got a warrant out. If you haven't heard, the store itself has been over. They've now figured it's been over $100,000.
Yep. But they're not done
$100,000.
tallying. They are not done
That's an
tallying though.
And you know what?
that's an
Hair junkie,
extraditable felony.
hair junkie's
Is
neighbor. You might be absolutely 100% right. You know what? You might be 100% right, hair junkie's neighbor. They may not give any information out, but you know what? If you were that family that lost their business because of Mike, and you knew that there was somebody that has been involved with Mike for over a year now due to his harassment and knew a lot about Mike, wouldn't you want that person to help you track him down so he could be arrested? And listen, yeah, I don't want to be rude here. Let's have a conversation about this to see if we can come up with some common sense answers. Do you know?
Calling the hospital and
It's
asking a
harassing?
question is harassing the hospital. Wow.
It's harassing a hospital? Really? How
hair
is that
junkies
harassment? How is that
hair junk
harassment?
hair junkie's neighbor. You have to understand, okay? Put yourself in the same position as the victims. You have a family to feed, children, adolescent fucking children, and you are doing anything in your power to find a man that stole over 100 grand worth of items out of your store that you work so hard for.
Thank you, Mel.
Would you or would you not reach out to the public for help? I'll wait for your answer.
I think she's muted now because we're not going to put up with nastiness.
Okay.
Knucklehead, if you aren't family, you can't get the info. Okay. So she can't get the info. Okay.
I had already given the victim and the detectives Bougie's information. Absolutely. I have. He showed online last night that she knows his locations. So,
Yep. Exactly. And you know
if she
what?
doesn't help the police,
And you know what? She showed that she knows where he is all the time. And there's recordings of her, and I posted it if you want to send that to the police, where she said, nobody tell anybody where Mike is or where he's going.
I would like to repost that.
And then after, repost it and give it to the police. And funny, after that, she said, not that I'm saying we know where he is or that we're trying to hide him. Yeah, okay.
But she knew he was in Port Huron the day that he stole from Megan. Really?
Yep.
I call that hiding fugitive, technically.
Yep. Yeah, they're an accessory. Because, and I put that
Better
up there
words.
too. I made a post to that. If you help somebody who is wanted in any way, it doesn't even specify specific ways, in any way, then you are aiding a fugitive to stay on the run. No, it wouldn't be abetting. Abetting is something different. Abetting is being directly or indirectly involved in a crime. So it wouldn't be abetting, because I was going to put on the post aiding and abetting, but abetting does not, it doesn't fall under what they're doing.
Scammyclaus, did you know when I spoke to Florida police yesterday, detectives, they said that burglary and robbery are different. Robbery is
Really?
something with like a pew. Yes, they call it burglary because he didn't do it with weapons. Robbery is when somebody's held at, pew point.
I didn't know that. Thank you for sharing
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
That's cool.
You're welcome.
I didn't know that. So burglary is without a weapon, robbery is with. Boom. I
Yes,
learned
ma'am.
something new today. That's awesome.
I'm sure you knew it. You just, had it all
No,
the
I
way
didn't.
back
I swear
inside
to
of your
God, I
mind.
didn't. No. I thought the two words were kind of interchangeable. So that's awesome.
Okay, and no, bit, I never said that Bougie was in Port Huron. I said that she has Mike's location when he robbed Megan in Port Huron. And I could show that
Right,
too.
knucklehead. Right, knucklehead. And like what I'm hearing in my head right now, knucklehead, is that is it the NBC thing? The more you know. Da na na na.
Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow. Do you guys remember that?
That was one of the best shows ever.
Yes.
You know, people on this app, I guess what we have to remember is this. People on this app have different levels of bullshittery and piece of shitness that they can tolerate. I'm talking to this person trying to give advice and all that, and they're not listening, and they continue to make bad decisions for their life. And in Mike's case, it's getting worse and worse. Then you have to look at the track record. You have to look at the track record. He's not changing. He's not doing better. He can say that he does great things for the community, but FYI, this business he burglarized. This business he burglarized is in his community. So is he going to balance that off with the fact that he sold cheap hot dogs and soda to people in his community? Does that make it okay? Because you can't do a balance for shit like that. You can't do something bad and then do something good. You can't do a balance for shit like that. You can't do something bad and then do something good and it doesn't cancel it out. It doesn't cancel it out.
And not even just the money. Imagine the time and the effort it took for that shop to gather and collect all those cards and items and just they could have had sentimental value. I mean, there's much more than even just financial in that involved.
You know, and one of the things that people on this app need to start doing, and that was the point of that video I made where people lost their shit about it, is that put yourself in the position of the victim for once. I would be surprised. So don't believe what some people are putting in there. That's just bullshit.
Absolutely.
See, and that's what other people should do, like T, like Dora. When somebody makes an accusation like that, you say, no, I want to see the proof of it. You don't go, oh.
On this side, all we do is show evidence and proof of everything that we say to back it up. We don't just talk about showing proof, we do it.
There was also some comments on that post about saying things that people that recognized him and said that he did some other things at other shops too. I don't know any verification of that. So
Exactly.
yeah, no.
Exactly. That's not confirmed. That's people that we don't even know doing that. Oh, by the way, I received information last night, and I know that it's been out there on TikTok. I'm going to say I believe I heard Bougie say this on the live, but I heard that she was on the live and said, I'm keeping track of anybody that makes comments on the Facebook posts of that store regarding Mike. She said, I'm going to be writing stuff down. So anybody that makes a comment about Mike in a negative way, that, yeah, he's a thief, whatever, I feel like my brain is going to shoot out of the top of my head. because all Mike does is go real life. But have they tried to stop him? No. Have they told him, no, you're not going to do that on my platform? No. They let him do it on the platform. So they say one thing again, but they let the person do the thing. It's just, it's an absolute joke. And you know what? They can deflect and they can backpedal and they can do everything that they need to try to, push themselves away as much as possible from this situation. But the damage is done. The damage is done. People watch the lives from the outside. People are in there. Everybody knows what's been happening, and it's been happening for a while. Everybody knows. Everybody sees what happens. And, if you heard the live last night with T's live, she was losing her shit because people were coming after her. And I did a video on that where she was just like, I'm not gonna take this today. Well, no, okay, maybe you're not gonna take it today, but you know what? It's gonna be going on for a long time because you've allowed this to go on for a long time. So, and I'm going to say this because it's true. I hope that, Mike, if he's in the hospital, whatever, I hope that he recovers. I do. I know that there was some people on here that were saying some pretty hellacious things about the accident that happened. Okay. Now, again, this is the accident that they said that why be disappointed?
Because you know who I am. That I have a protection order and my picture is on there. So you know who I am. So go ahead and post it.
And
it'll be evident.
This just goes to show you, okay? Listen, Street Snark normally has about 15 people in there. So, I don't know who she's posting it to. Number two, it's probably best that she only has about 15 people in there because it just goes to show you what people will go to stand up for this guy. And if she hasn't seen what's happening now with people sticking up for Florida Man and doing what they've done for him, she's going to get caught in that vortex also. I say go for it. Do it.
Absolutely. I hope she does post it because that's just more evidence. And that's just showing what kind of person she is.
Do you guys believe that could be intimidation?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Dumb.
The person who said Snark almost has 200 people in her live, that's awesome because I'll tell you, on a normal day when she is going live, she normally has like 12, 15, 20 people in there. So again, the reason why there's people in there is because there's drama. It has nothing to do with what her, actual platform is. It's because Bougie's in the box there. Everybody from Dora's went over there. That's why her numbers are big. It's not that they support this person. It's that they want to hear the drama, and that's cool. Look at how many people I have in here. I normally don't have this many people in here. I know what it's all about.
Maybe they'll make cups to donate the money to.
Hey, Scammy, I just had a quick question for Ginger, not Redhead. I tried to remember her name, but does anyone know, did that store also take consignment items?
Yes, they did. Because I believe didn't the owner ask people to reach out to them if they had given them anything on consignment? I believe that was one of the posts that they made.
Because that's a whole new can of worms in itself. They're other people's property. Okay, I was just coming up to, she had asked and I had sent the question, so nobody saw it. So I was like, I'm going to go ask real quick. But thanks, y'all.
Thanks, Steves.
And they are responsible for those items when they're in their possession. So either way, that's going to be on them to recover.
Yep.
Oh,
exactly.
That's awful.
Yep. But no, let's keep sticking up for this guy. Let's say that, indeed he didn't do anything wrong. And let's try to blow holes in 2 affidavits.
To say that video wasn't him and it was AI generated.
Yeah, that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard anybody say. And I don't know if that And regardless, I don't know if they were referring to the pictures or the police report. I think they were referring to the police report, that it was AI generated. I don't think it was the actual pictures, but even that, like, how stupid. And I'll use someone's own verbiage here. How stupid, ma'am, do people have to believe that that's AI, ma'am?
Why make an AI
And they
generated
use
police
all the
report when
AI
you have
crap.
video?
I literally read the police report. Literally.
We
Man.
know what an
Oh,
AI
also,
generated thing looks like. We saw his trademark form.
right,
Right.
right, exactly.
I do have.
The 3 days. Go over to I think is it TikTok drama, or I think Scam, you have them. Where are all of T's and Dora's lives posted?
It's on Drama Talk on
Drama Talk.
YouTube.
Go to Drama Talk, and when you have like a good 3 days where you're not moving, listen to those lives. Listen to them. Did anybody record Megan's live today? Is that the link that you sent? No, you sent me a link of T's.
Yeah, I believe my friend has it. It may be
doing over here or 13's doing is wrong, because Dora went awful hot and heavy trying to find Mr. Thomas Shields because she believed he was guilty of something. So,
Yep.
yeah, I mean, where's that moral, ethical line drawn? Because if you tell me it's because Thomas Shields stand right there by them as they continue to do the wrong things.
With Florida Man, they move the goalpost. Okay?
All the time.
They move the goalpost. Something that they would consider wrong is on the 10-yard line. And then when it refers and it has to do with Florida Man, they move it to the 30-yard line because it's okay with him.
So my thing is Megan having a small business, like I do. Mine's probably bigger, but having a small business still that you run out of your home. How would you feel if you woke up one morning and whatever room you kept your inventory, your supplies, and everything necessary for your business, the window was smashed in? Maybe you had a security camera, but that wasn't working because that was cut, broken, or whatever. And your heat press, your printers, everything you needed to keep your business going was gone. Yep. Would you just want people to stand by, or would you hope your neighbor saw something, spoke up? Would you try to post some information to locate the person to get justice served? I believe you would.
Tiff, I posted a video about this today. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I saw. I believe I reposted it too.
She would have days and days of lives saying that she's a victim and she would want sympathy. And people would say, "Oh, let us send you money so you can buy your stuff again." And she'd accept it. And I mean,
and she would speak out against anybody who defended it.
And she would hope that, whoever she owed custom orders to would understand that she's in this horrible position because somebody burglarized and victimized her.
Yep.
And that's just, you can't be that way about your stuff and then let another small family-owned business just take the load and be like, oh well. What? Should they have used better locks, better windows, better cameras? What, Megan? What makes their business more important than, or less important than yours?
For those of you who don't know what we're kind of referring to here, Megan made a joke today, a very off-color joke, where she was saying that her daughter's significant other delivers vending machines as part of the job. And they now make a vending machine for Pokemon cards. And her joke was, she said, and I was thinking, gee, I better not tell Florida Man about that.
Right. And I'm going to point out, as a small business owner, that was not funny at all, because that could happen to any of us, at any point in time. And I can't just replace my laser engraver, my heat press, my sublimation room, my direct-to file. I can't just wake up one morning and replace all that. And an insurance claim is going to take a while to prove things, get evidence, and get anything in return. And you're not going to get the same amount you put in.
Thank you for clearing that up, Marlisa. Yes,
yeah,
Megan is a creator. Megan is a creator. I don't know if you can call that. Megan is somebody. She's had a lot of drama, surrounding her on TikTok. She used to be friends with Shannon and all that stuff, and Megs is the person who had the $10,000 plus of sports memorabilia stolen from her by Florida Man. So
right, and that brings me to a whole nother thing, Meg's situation. So Dora, you're telling me that if you and Mama J, right, if y'all had like a collection that meant something to you, maybe it was something passed on to you from another family member that's no longer here, but it meant something to you, and it could also hold value to other people. You're gonna tell me that if you, because you're okay, you're comfortable, Florida Man. So if you invited him over to help clean something out, move something around, and all of a sudden you turn around and he's off to get you a slushie, and your stuff is missing, you're just it is what it is. Because I don't think so. Well, Dora would be on here and be like, pull up, where are you? I'm not squared out, here's my address. And she'd be all ghetto badass on TikTok.
Well, let's not even use Florida Man in that. I know that she has friends on TikTok that have come to her house. How would she feel if one of those people where she thought was her friend,
she would open them on here? She would probably talk to them first, and like Megs did, send a text, right? And then she would out them on here. She would be all loud and proud about it on here. She'd be like, someone got me.
Imagine if, when she filed the police report, other people were saying, well, I don't know about this.
She would be dropping those people like flies.
I don't believe that. I don't believe these allegations.
She would be cutting those people off without any questions asked, and anyone who associated with them would also be done on her list.
Yep.
So anyone who associated with them would also be done on her list.
Yep.
So
and that joke really that Megan made proves that they agree that he's a thief. You wouldn't make a joke like that if you weren't saying, yeah, he's a thief.
Yeah, no, that's not funny at all. At the end of the day, there are people who were victimized, regardless to what kind of crime they were victimized, and a piece of their safety was stolen from them.
Oh, you know what? Somebody had a good point here. Dora didn't like it when she was scammed out of money. Yep, she was scammed on this app. TikTok. She's talked about it.
I can tell you, as not only a victim of something myself, but, my former line of employment, I could tell you right now that a lot of people, when I would go and have to take reports at scenes, a lot of people would say, this is replaceable, but my peace of mind and my safety and my family's peace of mind and safety are not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, that's the problem.
Can I just point out that about a week ago, we were in a live here, and
but they'll let Florida Man talk all his shit without proof, and they believe it.
It's going to catch up to him. But again, we're at $100,000 and rising on one particular case where they've now seen footage, and it's been stated that he was positively, identified. So
they positively identified their stuff that he was showing on TikTok Live.
Like he doesn't care enough to even take off the tags before he's showing the bobblehead turtles, jewelry, and he's laying out cards. Like he feels that he is unstoppable right now. Nobody is going to
still defend him no matter what.
Right.
He can do no wrong.
They're standing by what you can't say, well, we didn't do it, he did it. Okay, but if you're sitting there, still like LOLing with him, on the side, well, you might as well have been carrying out boxes for him, because you are being a disgusting piece of, and you're laughing at the pain that these people are now suffering. Let's look at, they open up their store again, right? They open up their store. Do you think that they're going to feel safe in there alone at any point in time? Do you think they're going to feel safe leaving there, not knowing if that's going to be okay when they come back?
Yep. Let me ask you something, and if you don't know about it, Tiff, just say I have no clue.
Okay.
But okay, so let's say it's $100,000 worth of merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're talking definite prison time, right?
Oh, yes.
I mean, and we're not talking like 30 days. We're talking
Oh,
some
no.
time.
Yeah, yeah. Now, to his benefit, though, it's going to be state time, not federal time, which means that a lot of states you might get, like 2 to 5 years, but you only have to serve a percentage depending on what the state decide, what their regulations
Right.
are.
Right.
So
Now, the other thing is that he has said many times that, and I'm paraphrasing. He said before he doesn't care about this court stuff because he ends up getting out of it. He said he talks his way down to lesser charges. He's untouchable. They can't do anything to him.
it could turn federal because he's crossing state lines, Savage. Yes.
So, I mean, if a judge heard that, okay, that he's mocking the justice system, saying that he's untouchable and he can talk his way out of this stuff, would that be something? Would that be something that might change a judge's decision from
In a heartbeat,
to
definitely.
5 years to 10 years, just to
Yeah,
prove a point?
you're
that
mocking
we do
what
this?
somebody has dedicated their whole life to, to keep in the right working order, and now you're mocking that. So most
Yeah.
definitely that would not go well. And I can also tell you that
Yep. Yep. Now, this is the other thing that I'm going to suggest to people. And I can tell you now that I've had another person reach out to me and talk about an experience that they've had with him and how these people are scared because of what he's done to them off the app and they don't know what to do. Okay? So tell me if this is a good suggestion, Tiff, because I know a lot of people are afraid that he's going to do something to them, their family, whatever.
about of that individual, you don't have to have any kind of restraining orders or anything against them. You can just go on Vine and register or just sign up for the person's name to be notified, and they will notify you via text or a recorded phone call. So yeah, you'll know. You'll know if they're released. They'll know if they've been transferred. It's just a way, the system to keep victims notified and in the loop so you're not caught off guard.
And anybody can sign up for that, right?
Yes, and it's free.
And if you sign up for it, will you also be notified when somebody is incarcerated?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to do that as soon as I get off this live. Yeah. Because I want to know exactly when he is in custody. Now, would the police department in Florida, if they had reason to believe that he was in a hospital in Indiana, would they have somebody that would go ahead and call the hospitals there to find his location?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sure they're doing that. And if they're not...
Absolutely are.
Okay. Good to know. And 13...
And because of the legal matter, the hospital does have to let law enforcement know they are there.
Right. Absolutely. 13, do you know, yes. I think you had mentioned something about this case in Florida.
It was supposed to be done on Friday, but she changed the date. I wonder why. Does that mean that she can be charged as well?
Yes. If she wants to follow through with that, then yes. As long as he's in the box or in the chat and it's provable that he is in the chat, if it's not his voice being heard, then yes. Because
but that's the thing. It has to be proven that he's there. Yes. I mean, just because she knows that he has a PO against you,
right?
If she's on her own platform, she could say what she wants because the PO is not against her.
Yeah.
But the big difference is this, though. T knew that there was a PO. He was in her box.
Right, and calling her 31 does not change the fact that you're referring to 13 because everybody in the loop that you are referring to 13, and you gave a man who was ordered, person, whatever, someone who was ordered not to speak to this person, you gave a platform with the knowledge that it would get to her. it would be delivered, relayed to her, she would hear it, somehow it would get to her.
Yes, absolutely. And they
Here,
call
here's
me
an,
6+7 everything. Any which way they call me, it's they can't hide from that.
wait. I mean, they can do general math, and they knew that 6+7 = 13. That's impressive.
Right? It's honestly, it surprised me as well. I was talking about it with
Now, would that
Leslie.
likely give her a charge? No. No, but would it look bad on him? Yes. You could bring him in and be like, well, why are you bringing other people involved? You were told not to use third parties, and I know he'd be like, well, I didn't know she would hear if I was on their platform. And the judge would look at him and be like, really? Like, why are you even talking about her, period?
And here's another question, Tiff. With T allowing him to dox multiple people on her platform.
Yes.
He was the one who said it, but she gave him.
She allowed it to happen.
And she didn't do anything to stop him. She didn't
She broke
mute
the
him.
law.
She didn't. Okay.
She broke the law because at the end of the day, this is her little portal. When it says your name as host, that's your little portal that TikTok or any other platform gives you the control and the authority to be in charge of for the moment. You have to follow not only the terms of service for the app, but you also have to follow the law in general, federal, and, U.S. state laws. All of them still apply right here. That's why you do, knowing that people might come up in your box and say something off the wall, you have tools to protect yourself and other people within your little space given to you.
Right.
You can mute them, you can drop them, you can block them.
Exactly. And when it's happening, you have that option to either let the person continue or to stop them. And
because then later on, if you find yourself in a courtroom because of it, later on you can say, well, Your Honor, as soon as I realized it was happening, I cut the mic. Or as soon as I knew it was happening, I dropped the person from the live. The correct thing to do would be to drop them, to block them, and then to later follow up and report their account.
Right, exactly. Okay, because I wanted to make that clear because, she doesn't believe she's done anything wrong. And, it's not her fault what Florida Man does or says on her platform. She's not responsible for it.
That's the key thing right there, her platform.
Right. But on the other hand, if you guys remember over a year ago, her stance was, if it's your platform, you're responsible for what people say on there.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. No. All right. I'm going to go fill some orders for my small business,
Thank you, Tiff, for
and listen, if anybody wants to buy tumblers, anybody wants to buy shirts, anybody wants to buy any of that stuff, as I said in the video, order from somebody who doesn't make fun of small businesses being burglarized, losing over $100,000 worth of merchandise. Don't give that person any benefit of any money that they might be able to choose, that they might be able to earn. Those are businesses that should not be, purchased from at all. Purchase from somebody who's a veteran, who has a solid business like Tiff has. I've received some of the stuff that she sells, and it's quality stuff, and you're not getting screwed. You're not getting scammed financially.
Thank you.
Tiff, is it on your main page or do you have a separate page for that?
So I am now getting everything back up in TikTok shop as well. But yeah, if you go into my profile, the link is right there. It's scandalousco.com. But I am also coming back up on.
Okay. But you get the person's home address and all that. I would not allow 99.9% of the people who have businesses on this app to get my address. I don't trust anybody. I have ordered from Tiff, and I've had no problems.
Yeah, no, I don't see your PayPal info. I don't see your credit card info. I don't see anything like that. And I'm connected with Sezzle and Afterpay. If they're not showing on my website, I'll check again and reconnect them. But yeah, I don't see any credit card numbers whatsoever. It's all through authorized, company that's used for websites like Ulta and all kinds of sites.
Yeah. Yep,
I
exactly.
have bought from Cassandra, and she is somebody that I trust. She knows my full address, everything. Tiff, I'm
Right.
going to look at your page. I would like to buy some stuff from you, if that's okay.
Yeah, and I do custom orders. So if you don't see it on there and there's something you're interested in, just send me a message on there on my site.
Okay.
Because I do laser engraving. I do not do resin tumblers.
Okay.
I do sublimation tumblers. I don't believe in the resin stuff because you drop it, it cracks. You put it in the dishwasher, it peels off. No.
I need a new tumbler, so yes, I will be purchasing today probably, if that's okay.
Awesome. Yeah,
So-
just send me a message with what you want on the tumbler if you don't see something on my website.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Now, before I get off here, a couple things. Number one, again, Vine is a free free service you could sign up for to be notified when people are incarcerated, if they're moved to a different facility, stuff like that. I highly suggest. Number one, anybody that is has been in contact with Mike in a very negative way, and you are afraid, I would definitely subscribe to that service to be notified as to what's going on with him. That's number one. Number two, if any of you that are afraid and have been afraid to speak out regarding Mike and situations you've been in with him that have put you in this mindset, my personal opinion, and that I asked Tiff about, is when he gets incarcerated, I would absolutely file against him because he's going to be served. He's going to have to go to court, and he's not going to be able to blow it off, even though the PO would still be legal if he didn't show up to court. Let him go to court and let him answer for all of these things. That's my suggestion.
And so I stand by what I have been saying now for over almost a year now, that if anybody needs help filing a protection order in Indiana, because you were, harassed, stalked, doxed, any of that by Florida Man, if you contact me, I will explain the process and help you through that. There have been false allegations made by Florida Man where he told the police that I said I would file the reports for them. No, I do not file reports for anyone, but I will certainly help to guide you through the process as to what website you can go to, because you can do it online, and where to get the proper information to complete the forms. That is all I've ever offered to do, and I have helped individuals with that, and I stand by that.
Hey, so Scamming 13, is it safe to say that tomorrow we might be going live again real quickly about information?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I have some updates.
Okay.
Yep.
So
And,
Scam.
yeah.
Okay. So why don't we, do you want to do that like tomorrow evening? Would that be a better time for you guys?
Scammy, whatever's good for you.
For me,
anytime.
Probably evenings would be better, and there'd probably be more people that are going to listen, because of working and all that. And for me, my in-laws are going to still be here, so during the day, it's a little hard. So let's do that. Let's do that tomorrow night. Why don't we say like 8 Eastern time?
Yes, ma'am. Diva is asking for a very small recap, please.
Oh God. I don't think
If you can make it a small.
Yeah. No, we just, we spoke about the situation with Florida Man and, his, the police report involving the burglary he was involved with, the small business that he burglarized is now up to about $100,000 worth of memorabilia that was taken. Florida police, where this happened, are aware that he's supposedly in a hospital right now. According to 13, they are aware of that and they're doing what they need to. Um, I was streaming a little of Dora's live because they were over there still. Well, when they were Megan's live, it sounded like they were still trying to make excuses, trying to say that, the van, he showed a van on a video and it wasn't his, but it was a white van. And I mean, just trying to muddy the water. You know what I mean? Trying to muddy the water to, make the allegations, this police report from Florida, maybe not be real. I mean, they said it was AI I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. I would say that they're not defending this allegation as much as they did Meg's, where they were trying to blow holes in it. Because I think
Deflecting this one.
yeah, I think that they maybe realize and they're thinking that, wow, this is 2 burglaries in less than a month of memorabilia. Maybe he did do it, but they're still saying the whole, he knows we don't condone this stuff. Just because we sit here doesn't mean we agree with what he does. It's the same bullshit. But, the fact that they're still reading the affidavits and there's still some doubt with some of these people, it's just, you know what, some people say that they think he injured himself. I'm not going to go that far. I mean, somehow he got injured. Regardless of what happened, he got injured and he is reportedly in a hospital right now. There was a picture of somebody they showed with a huge hematoma on his chest. um, you know and reportedly that's him. I don't know why they didn't show his face. I mean, that would have been a little more, a little more clarification. But I'm assuming it's him. Some people have said they think he did it on purpose. I don't know. All I know is he looks injured and he's probably in a hospital. A hemakarma? No. No. So, but that's about it. Scammy, please put it on your YT for ones that will be working tomorrow. It'll be on Scam Slam's YT. Absolutely. My live tomorrow night. Absolutely. Absolutely.
In
Scam.
summary, don't trust any man who stays in a panel van that doesn't work with his hands for a living.
Yeah.
Unless they're a plumber or something where they need that van. Any other time, it's creepy. Don't trust them.
Yes. So listen, Scam 13, Breezy, Tiff, thank you so much for coming here and helping us all kind of talk through this and make some sense of it. That this isn't going to stop in terms of blowback to some people. It's just not going to stop because everybody, so many people have been a victim of mics in one way or another on this app. And again, there's victims we don't even know about, and all I ask is this, go into others' lives, hear what they're saying, don't believe what we're saying. Look at the proof, listen to what other people are saying. You make up your own minds. There might be people in here that think that, Mike is not guilty. That's fine, but do your research. Look at the police website in Florida. Look at the Facebook site. This was not a setup. You can't say, first they saying Meg set him up, and now they're saying this guy set him up. How is that possible when they don't even know each other? I mean, come on, use your brains, research it yourself and come to your own conclusion. But I can say that everything that we've talked about, everything that we put out there is the truth. And if we don't know about it, we say we don't know about it. We just don't go by what we feel and we put that out there.
Yep.
Okay?
And
So listen, have a good one, guys. Mods, thank you so much for your usual wonderful, wonderful job that you guys do in here. And the chat, thank you so much. I have to say, It gets a little freaky when there's 400 people in here or more. There were almost 500 earlier. It gets a little freaky when we have this many people because I don't know how people are going to react in here and behave. And I want to thank everybody in here, whether you're a friend, whether you're a foe. Thank you so much for keeping it, respectful in here. I do appreciate that so much. 13, did you want to say one more thing?
I was just going to put it out that I don't. Okay, Mike has been going around saying that people are, following him. Us, for one, we're following him, taking pictures. None of that is true at all.
No, of course it's not.
It's absolutely not true.
What we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to go through again a bunch of the lies that he said and prove that what he said in fact are lies and show the proof of it. We're going to discuss that also, and to explain as to why that can't be true. But we'll touch on that stuff tomorrow. Okay. We will definitely touch on those things tomorrow. But again, thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Keep your eyes on your lives. Take care, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
You are welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.